To install CentOS, we need to have a CentOS ISO file. Just Google CentOS and click on the first link. From the download menu, we can see CentOS ISO files for different architectures. Since we used CentOS Stream 9 in Google Cloud Platform, let's also use it in VirtualBox. 4 different architectures are noted here. For the Intel chips, we'll install 86 64-bit processor. For the Mac M1 chips, you can choose ARM64. It's around 9 gigs, so it will take some time to download the whole file. Now our download is complete. Let's create a CentOS instance in a VirtualBox. By the way, we are using version 7, which contains major updates, and this version was introduced on 10th of October 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let's create a new virtual machine. Click on the new button. Here I'm gonna give a name to it, so let's say it will be CentOS 9 Udemy. Then we have to choose the ISO image that we just downloaded. It detects ISO images automatically. I will choose CentOS Stream 9. On the bottom it says detected OS type is Red Hat 64-bit. I'm gonna check this box to install the OS manually. I have 32 gigs of memory, so I'm gonna allocate 4 gigs to this virtual machine. Basically, you can also give just 1 gigabyte of memory, but performance I think will be a bit slow. So better to give 2 gigs of RAM and 2 CPU cores. I have 12 cores. I will share 2 cores with CentOS. Now click Next. As a default, disk size is selected as 20 GB, but I will change it to 40 and click Next. So everything seems okay. Click on the Finish button. Before I start installation, I'm gonna change a few settings. From the display tab, I will set video memory to maximum to get a better performance with graphical user interface, or GUI in short. And from the system tab, uncheck the floppy disk since we don't need it. And I believe everything is okay, and we can start installation by clicking on the Start button. Okay, seems the window is very small, but that's fine for now. We're gonna fix it later. Here, let's choose Install CentOS Stream 9. I'm gonna choose English. And here, let's choose the disk as a destination. And I think time and zone is correct. Yes, it's correct. By the way, in software selection, we have different options, but we'll choose a full installation, which is server with GUI, means server with graphical user interface. Then you also need to set the root password. For simplicity, I will set it as 1122 and 33. Okay, I think all is set. Now click on the Begin Installation button. It started and it will take quite a long time. That's why I will fast forward this step. Alright, it is complete. Let's reboot the system. Now let's start setup. I will uncheck location services and skip this step for now. And here choose the full name for yourself. I want Buggykids Academy. and set the password as well. Again, I will write 112233. Alright, all is done. Let's start using CentOS. The first thing we're gonna do is to fix the display window. This step is a bit tricky because it really sucks. I suggest choosing the right resolution of your screen. For example, I'm using 16-inch MacBook Pro. The resolution for my Mac is 1440 to 900. So that's why I'm gonna choose this one and click Apply Changes. Now I will power off the machine. Go to Settings, and in the System tab, make sure you select USB tablet as a pointing device. This will allow mouse cursor to automatically capture your virtual machine window when you switch back and forth between CentOS and your host operating system. In my case, it is macOS. Okay, let's start the virtual machine. And I will change the display settings one more time. And in addition, I will change the virtual screen to 200%. So this setting is kinda good for me. You will need to play a bit with these display settings to get your best setup. Let me close it and let's check the uptime of our machine. Write terminal and open it. Type uptime, and it seems our machine is up for 7 minutes. We already know how you can power off the system from the VirtualBox, but you can also do it from the terminal. Just type sudo power off and of course provide the password and hit enter. That's all about this tutorial. I'm gonna see you in the next video.